Hey guys, we're here in our KRT workshop in Spain for a face-to-face. And not any old face-to-face with my teammate Alex Lowe's, but a face-to-face between our KRT Ninja ZX10 RR and
your bike, the standard Kawasaki Ninja ZX10R.
So let's start with the Ninja versus Ninja.
Let's start with the heart of the Ninja, a 1000cc inline 4-cylinder engine. Produces around 210 horsepower at 13,200 RPM with ram air. More than enough power for when you're on the street.
From this base, World SBK regulations allow us to tune the engines, cylinder heads, valves, camshafts and crankshafts. But there's so much that remains standard, like our pistons and our fuel injection.
The exhaust system is so important to produce power. On our race bikes, we use an Akrapovic system, and on the standard bike too. The special edition Kawasaki ZX10R features this real cool Akrapovic system that you can see here. We use specially designed engine covers, hoses and radiator on the race bike. Kawasaki have used this knowledge and experience to produce it on the standard bike. We have a new oil cooler system for 2021, as you can see.
And talking about oil, both models have one thing in common, ELF oil. In our race bike we use ELF, and in the production bike, ELF also comes as standard from the factory.
All of this power goes to the back wheel through the transmission. Both bikes, the standard bike and the race bike, feature a 6-speed cassette gearbox. Also, they have a wet multi-disc clutch.
Let's talk about today's big game changer, electronics. On my race bike, I have different mappings that I can choose during the race and other features like traction control, launch control and engine brake control.
Amazingly, this is almost the same features that you have on your standard Ninja. You have rider modes, traction control settings and also launch control. These electronics are so important to make sure you maximise your Ninja's performance. Not just to improve your lap time on track, but also to make the bike safer for you to ride. There's one more really cool thing about this bike as well. You can connect it to your phone. World Superbike rules mean we have to use the standard chassis. We are allowed to make some small reinforcements and obviously we can change the swing arm, but in general our chassis is the same as yours.
The same must happen with the fairing. Whilst the silhouette must remain the same, we have new integrated winglets on both bikes that provide us with extra downforce. Obviously on our race bike we must take out the mirrors and the headlamps, but the new Ninja comes equipped with new headlamps, ergonomics and a taller screen.
It's shower time and time to talk about suspension. The race bike features a 48mm front fork, whereas the standard bike is 43mm, both supplied by Showa. In the rear of the bike we have the horizontal back link system with the damper, obviously from Showa.
So huge kudos to Showa here because they provide us with top spec material for both models.
We have a 4-piston monoblock Brembo caliper and a 336mm disc. The hoses are supplied by J. Joanne Brakes. In the rear of the bike, we have a 220mm disc and a Brembo single caliper. How about you, Jonathan?
Well, here on the front, I have a 330mm front disc on a 4-piston Brembo caliper. At the rear, it's a 220mm rear disc in a single Brembo caliper. So there you have it. There's so much of our race Ninja that remains standard. And that is why it's so important to have such a great base model like our Ninja ZX10R.
And in all forms, it really is an absolute beast.